everyone. Let me turn this music down actually. It's still a little. I already turned it down a little bit, but it's still kind of loud. In my ear. So, hey, my L&D Space series is currently on hold because I filmed 2 videos and both audios were corrupted. Yay! So we're gonna try playing Deliver Us from Evil, which is a visual novel I got from Steam. I did read a little bit of what this was about originally when I put it in my wish list, so I know that I have interest in it. I just don't know what it is exactly about. I just know there's angels. And that's about it. So, back to my roots of playing Steam visual novel games. Here we go. Sometimes you're never fully aware that what you're truly capable of until you are thrown right into the fold. My name is Ariel, a guardian angel of the heavenly post. I'm not as important or powerful as some of the others like Gabriel, Uriel, or Michael. But I'm proud of my role here. Each day I spend performing my duties I count as a blessing. However, today, something is different. Today, I've received a direct letter from Michael. His tone was somewhat urgent. He asked me to come to his office, and I couldn't possibly refuse. But what could he want with me all of a sudden? I've arrived at his office, knocking softly.
Who's there?
Okay, there's a little bit of, voice acting. I didn't know that. That's a pleasant surprise. It's me.
Ariel, good. Come in, please.
You turn this up a little bit. I know, it's too loud. Still. I go inside, walking slowly. Michael is an archangel and one of heaven's most respected generals. I think Archangel Michael is actually like the most popular archangel. He's so popular I don't actually know about the other ones. Even though she just named him, he's the only one I remember. His office naturally reflects his status. The walls are lined with golden banners of arms bearing his sigil. A few books are scattered across his desk. Someone of his rank and station wouldn't usually cast so much as a second glance at someone like me, but he seems to treat me differently. To everyone else, he is serious and devoted to his duties, but whenever I'm with him, and it's just us, he is kind.
Thank you for coming so promptly. Tell me, how are you today?
Hey, he looks cool! Always so polite, even after all the years we've known each other. I can't help but want to tease him a little. You can drop the formalities with me, Michael. I'm always happy to see you again. I'm just glad that I don't have to heal you this time. He looks sheepish but smiles nonetheless. We first met long ago during a war with the demons of hell led by the traitor, Lucifer. As a guardian angel, I was stuck behind the front lines helping our injured recover from battle. However, one day, during a battle against Lucifer, some of our soldiers returned, having lost sight of their general. Despite all their warnings, I went out to find him. That gut feeling led me to Michael, grievously injured and alone. I treated him and helped him recover. Jeez. He has found excuses to ask for my company ever since. Not he fell for you after saving his life. You know, real quick side note, I wonder why that happens to people, why they all of a sudden become like infatuated, or they fall in love with, or with people that saved their life. Like why? I really like why? What in our brains tells us that's something that we should do and that makes perfect sense? If you can hear my dogs in the background, they're just there. That's what that is, though. If you're new, you now know that, but if you've been here a while, or you've watched some of my other videos, you've probably heard them before. I obliged, and now we developed. Oh my gosh, why can I not read properly? That's annoying. And we've now developed what could be called a close friendship.
That was one time. But I will never forget it, Ariel. I owe you a great debt, and I do hope that one day I can repay your kindness in full.
I'm so glad I don't have to voice this whole thing. If you've seen my Cupid series, oh my gosh. Voicing that whole thing, all the different voices, it was low-key not good, but like, it was still fun. So there's that. As long as it's fun. And I gave up on the Cinderella phenomenon because that was just too many characters to voice and I didn't even know what was going on. Michael, how many times do I have to tell you that you don't owe me a thing?
As many times as I have to insist the exact opposite. Sadly, this is not why I called you here today.
I watched him rifle through his desk drawers for something, before pulling out a scroll and handing it to me. At his insistence, I untied the gold thread holding it closed. What is it?
We have had disturbing reports from Earth in recent times.
Oh no, not reports from Earth. I was looking for something to fix my posture, but I don't know where I put it.
There have been signs of a large amount of demonic energy amassing in a small town. Here.
I'm assuming he's pointing to it. Oh. He points to a place in Europe, on the large map spread across his desk. The idea of any sort of demonic energy growing sends a chill down my spine. Michael looks up at me and offers a reassuring smile.
Don't worry, Ariel. It is nothing as serious as another war, but nonetheless, something we have been asked to investigate.
Totally unrelated to this, but since I brought up Cupid, that visual novel, I just remembered that there is a comic based on that visual novel, probably from the same creators, that I wanted to read for a video, and I totally forgot about that. Let me know if you're still interested in that, or if you're even interested in that at all. And I shall do it. I haven't touched it at all. I literally haven't read it. I just bookmarked it and then I just didn't read it. We?
Yes. My orders have officially come from the throne to look into this, but I want you to do the initial investigation.
But I want you to do all the heavy lifting. That's kind of what it sounded like. Me? Go to Earth to investigate demon energy? Impossible. I can't. There must be a mistake. I can't go to Earth all of a sudden, not without any assignment.
Yes, you can. You are the only one I can trust to see this through.
Okay. I mean, I could, I guess, just to take a little trip to Earth. It's so funny because you guys can't see the faces I'm making. You can just hear the voice, and I think that's just so funny.
You have a more delicate approach to things than the majority of the host, but an admirable determination to see things through.
Admirable? I need to turn this music down. It's still too loud in my ear.
Ariel, I am asking you, as my friend.
I know this. I'm surprised at his words. Despite how long we've known each other, It's always a shock to hear him call me his friend, and to hear his confident tone soften. I wonder if it shocks him as much as it does me sometimes. I take a moment to gather my thoughts and nod. Alright, what exactly is happening on Earth? He nods approvingly, perhaps relieved by my quick acceptance, and unravels the scroll. A butterfly! Depicted inside is a picture of a strange red butterfly, unlike anything unlike anything I'd ever seen on Earth before. I swear I'm a better reader than that. But I haven't
These
read out loud in a
are
while.
wishes, manifestations of some of humanity's most wicked desires. We have never seen anything like them before, but they hold a lot of power. We need to find out how they are being made, and where they are going.
Tease Michael. Express worry. Take it in stride. I'm not gonna tease him because this is kind of serious. We're gonna take it in stride. Whatever that means. Despite the danger, I try to put on my best smile. I understand. I'm ready. Okay, this isn't voice acted. Okay. I admire your earnestness, Ariel, but there are a few things to settle first. Bro, you just told me to go. Okay. He pulls out another scroll, this one depicting a well-dressed and proud-looking man. Okay, who's that? This is Keldrin. Keldrin? A Nephilim? Ooh! Nephilim, it's Nephilim. Ooh, they're throwing in Nephilims? Cool. A Nephilim on Earth who may be able to help us. He has strong ties to Earth's religious sects, as well as many personal connections. Find him first. He will point you in the right direction and give us more information about these wishes. That is, if you can convince him to help us. He is a slippery sort. Have you spoken to him before? I try to avoid speaking it with him directly. His angelic parent. Well, forget the thought. You know what? I know this is free, so I shouldn't complain. I did speak too soon about not having to voice act everything. I mean, I don't have to voice act everything, but like, I tricked myself. I played myself into thinking I would just sort of voice act the main character. Anyway, I sent him a messenger bird not long ago, but he has yet to respond. Or, most likely, does not care to. Great. I have no idea how I'm supposed to convince him to help, but I have to. For heaven's sake. Alright, what must I do? You will be sent to Earth immediately, reborn temporarily as a human. Ew! Go from an angel to a human? I mean, I see it, I get it, but like, If demons are involved in this, we cannot let them know that we are investigating. Fair. Fair. If we are discovered, this could lead to Armageddon. Not to mention, isn't Armageddon in a different religion? Or a different story? Anyway, not to mention, you would be in grave danger. Do you understand? Reborn as a human? I've only visited Earth in spirit before while on assignment. I'm assuming assignments. And even if that hasn't been the case for a few decades. And even that hasn't been the case for a few decades. But it will be harder to detect my angelic presence if I'm in a human body. Yes, I understand. He nods, then walks around. Oh, I was like, what the heck was that movement? He nods, then walks around the desk and hands me the scrolls of the red butterfly and the man called Keldrin.
Ariel.
Then go. And Ariel, please be careful. I'll be watching over you. We all will. Gee, thanks. The way he says it is almost out of character for him. All my life I've known him as the pillar of strength and force and fierce devotion. But here, when it's just us, with this new danger lurking in the air, I think I start to see a few cracks starting to form in the walls around him. Of course, the moment passes and Michael straightens back up to his perfect soldier facade. Oh yeah, I'm kind of tired, but like I wanted to see what this game was all about. No, we have to get you to Earth. I've done it before, Michael. I don't need any help. This isn't like your previous excursions, delivering messages to humans. Ariel, you need to be human. I immediately start to feel uncomfortable. What exactly do you mean, be human? I'll have a human body, won't I?
Of course.
Yes, but there is more. Look, act, whatever it is you must do in order to blend in and avoid attracting the wrong kind of trouble. Okay. Well, how am I supposed to act human when then how am I supposed to act human? Then oh my god, it's because I'm pausing it at the wrong spots. Well, how am I supposed to act human then while investigating demonic wishes? If there is anyone who can do it, it is you, Ariel. You are the most dedicated guardian. Why am I dropping his voice this low? I don't know. Now, let me help you get to Earth. This won't hurt, I promise. So am I gonna be born like as a baby? And have to start from there? And I will be joining you there shortly, alright? Y'all know that angel time and human time are not the same, right? You could say shortly and it'd be 50 years later. Alright, I'm ready. To be honest, the whole idea frightens me. I've never dealt directly with the demon energy before. And to live as a human too. What would that even be like? But Michael said he would join me, so I shouldn't have to worry, right?
Farewell.
Michael summons a golden light to his hand, and giving me a reassuring nod, he touches it gently to my forehead. A bright, white light fills my vision. Before I land with a hard thud right into a hedge bush. Okay, so I'm not a baby. I hope. Unless he just threw a baby from the sky. Ouch. Right. Gravity. That's a thing humans have to deal with. Should have prepared for that landing a little better. Quickly, I scramble out, brushing off stray leaves and twigs from my clothes while looking around frantically. There's a strange twinge of pain in my arm, and I see bright red scratches appearing on the skin. Right. I've got a mortal body now. A few people are walking past and stare at me oddly. Suddenly nervous, I wave my hand to give a small laugh. They turn away and move on. Frowning, I look down and realize that I am still garbed in my robes from heaven. While not as opulent or regal as, say, the archangels, to a human this must certainly look odd. Great, Ariel. Great start. So much for not sticking out. Bro, I've been here for like 5 seconds. I look around for the picture scrolls, finding one right at my feet on the ground and the other beside a bench. I grab the one by my foot, but before I can reach the other, a strong gust of wind comes and sends it straight into the air. Thanks, wind gods. Just kidding. Hey, come back here. Every time the scroll is just within my reach, the wind blows it away again. I growl in frustration as I make a mad grab for it. The edges brush against my fingers before it flies away, vanishing from immediate sight. Bro, I'd be so pissed off. If I had to become a human, I fell from the sky, presumably. I've got scratches on my arm now, and now I'm chasing a piece of paper. I'd be so mad. Groaning, I sit up and look at the scroll I do have. The painting of the red butterfly. If anyone from hell discovers that portrait, they'll know I'm here, and heaven's covered will be blown. Michael would be so disappointed in me. Thinking of that gets me motivated to get up and keep looking. I can't mess this up. The fate of the world could rest upon me. Hey, watch it. I'm assuming it's a man. A shrill ring cuts through the air, and I barely have enough time to jump out of the way before the human man, haha, who yelled races past riding a bicycle without a helmet on. You should be more careful. The man ignores me, but sticks his middle finger up in the air. Rude. Well, that's dangerous. And why wasn't he looking where he was going anyways? He could hurt someone, and himself. Even so, I move towards the side of the path to avoid any other unnecessary collisions. I'm not in heaven anymore, that's for certain. But, and my bad, if I don't watch myself, this body can get badly hurt. And it's not like I can just fly anywhere here. Discretion. That's what Michael said for this mission. Sighing, I trudge down the path in search of the missing scroll, but take a moment to observe my surroundings. It's a beautiful garden, actually, now that I see it. I had never seen Eden myself, and while I'm certain nothing could compare to its holy divinity, I feel almost at home here. Flowers bloom in the trees and among several bushes, and I touch a few of them as I walk past. A small breeze blows a few fallen petals around, and I'm entranced by the sheer serenity of the moment. Suddenly, ooh! Something flipped past my face, bright red and almost glowing. Gasping, I grab the scroll I still have and feel the magic of the moment go quiet. It's the red butterfly! I start to chase it, darting off at full speed while a few people look at me strangely. Duh. I'm sorry, I have to catch that butterfly. What butterfly? Weird girl. Humans can't see it. That makes this trickier, but at least I can avoid causing unnecessary panic. Before I can dwell on the thought, the butterfly starts to go down a fork in the path. As I reach the split, another gust of wind appears and the missing scroll is blown towards me. Both the butterfly and the scroll are getting away! Which one should I chase after? Bro, the scroll! I decide to go after the scroll, the wind keeping it just out of my reach again. Letting out a frustrated growl, I make a mad grab for it, but before I can touch it, another hand shoots out and plucks it right out of the air. Hey, that's my... Bro, who are you? Who are you? Why are you not wearing a shirt? Why is your jacket uneven? Why is your jacket uneven, actually? I don't even care about the shirt right now. Why is your jacket uneven? Why do the sleeves look like that? Anyway, the words die on my tongue as I catch sight of an exotic is funny, almost ominous looking man. Ay, that low-key freaked me out. That low-key freaked me out. He looks at me, then at the contents of the scroll, smirking. He gives a short laugh, shaking his head. He hands the scroll back to me with a large grin on his face. Without a word, he smirks and walks around me down the path. My eyes watch his retreating form, enraptured, unable to look away. She blushing? I don't know why I didn't say anything. It was as if his entire presence froze me to the spot. I didn't even say thank you. Just as I turned to thank him, a crowd of people walked by and I lose sight of him. Shoot. Well, at least now I have both scrolls. I look at the scroll of Keldrin, disappointed to see it slightly crumbled in the wind, until I notice something written on the back in red ink. Turning it over, I see an address. But the handwriting isn't Michael's. I'm sure of it. Or at least mostly sure. Still, now I know more about where I'm going. I look around and spot an old man sitting on a bench nearby, feeding some birds. I approach him and show him the scroll. Excuse me, can you... Tell me where this address is, please.
Of course, young lady. Just walk across this trail until you reach the park gate. You can't miss it. Not that anyone can. Bloody building takes up half the town. And so shiny. Too shiny.
I see. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
And you. Although a little word of advice, I'd give that place a wide berth. Nothing but trouble these days.
Trouble? What kind of trouble?
The kind of trouble young ladies like you shouldn't be involved with. Especially with that young lord. But you young people do as you will. Be careful.
The old man's words sent a brief shiver through me, but I have to see this Keldrin person, trouble or not. See, here's the facts. Here's the thing, though, right? She has no idea if that address is Keldrin's address. It's just an address, which, to be fair, if I was her, I would also go to that address because I have no idea what I'm gonna do. And if he does try and give me any trouble, I may be weaker in this form, but I am not some pushover he can just bully around, lord or not.
Watch me die. Watch me just, get the death penalty.
I see. Thank you again.
By the way, what are you dressed as, young lady? I wasn't aware that there was a play on in these parts.
A play? Oh, he's talking about my clothes. Think, Ariel, think. Yes. Well, not exactly. We're just practicing. Show won't be ready for a while.
I see. Well then, you best be on your way. Break a leg.
Huh? Why would I do that?
Isn't that what you thespian types say instead of good luck?
Oh. Right, of course. Sorry. I'll just get going now. Back to my group. Thank you again, and goodbye. The old man merely waves at me as I walk away, clutching the scrolls to my chest. Well, that could have gone worse. Not for the first time. I wonder if I may be out of my depth for this mission. But I have to see this through. No matter what happens or what stands in my way, I will find this solution. Woo! Nope, I am definitely in over my head. The key to the building is open, as if expecting my arrival, but the large ornate door is shut tightly. Should I knock? I gulp, feeling my lips go dry. From the corner of my eye, I spot movement from behind the curtain, but when I turn my head, whoever had been there is gone. Yet I still feel like I'm being watched. Humming to myself to calm my nerves, I shake my head and look up to knock the door. It swings open, creaking loudly, but no one greets me. Hello? Is anyone here? There's no answer. Slowly, I cross the threshold and look around. I am immediately overwhelmed by the amount of decorations and religious motifs lining the halls. Oh, maybe I'm actually in the spot that I need to be. This Keldrin must be quite devout. However, this doesn't feel as welcoming as I would imagine a house devoted to heaven to be. Towards the center of the grand foyer, I see a throne. The sunlight from outside hits the dais, casting the room in an ethereal glow. High above is a portrait of Keldrin, seated on the same throne. Michael called him a Nephilim, a being born of both a human and an angel. To which angel, I don't know, but it seems rather prideful to have one's own portrait hanging in such a place. Slowly, I approach the throne and reach out to brush my fingers along one of the gilded arms.
Please don't touch that, I just had it polished.
Is this Keldrin? I jump back and gasp. Oh! Yeah, he's still fine. There he is. An almost exact copy of the portrait above. Keldrin. Rather than looking upset, he seems quite amused that I try to touch his belongings. Bro, do your boots go all the way up your thighs? That's hot. I clear my throat.
Right, sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. You're Keldrin, aren't you? He seems surprised by my direct approach, but he quickly masks it by taking a slow drag of his cigar. Oh, that's what's in his hand. Ugh, it smells terrible. Chuckling, he walks away from me and blows the smoke just to the side of my face. Ooh, I was about to say something. Let me not say that.
Normally, people refer to me as Lord Keldranon Aurelius von Galen.
Bro, that is a long-ass name. There's no way I'm saying that.
However, you can call me Keldrin, little angel.
Ayy. That was hot. Anyways. Little?
Standing in place, looking around with such a big soft eyes like a little lost puppy. Not to mention those garish robes and no sense of basic human propriety. Clearly an angel. And, if I had to warrant a guess, an angel sent by the dearly devoted Archangel Michael.
Okay, well you know that because he sent you a letter. There's something about his tone. I'm not sure if I like this man's attitude. Alright, so what if I am? Michael asked me to find you. We need your help. It's an urgent matter.
Ah, yes, I do recall getting a letter from dear Michael in regards to his little bug problem. How cute that he not only asked me to help, but also sent his secretary?
Secretary Slurs. I'm assuming that's save. I don't know what that is, and I don't know what that is. But I should save at some point, probably. Secretary? My name is Ariel. I am a guardian angel of heaven, and I was sent here because Michael is my friend, and he trusts me to see this through. And you, Keldrin, are going to help me.
Oh.
There is no hiding the surprise on his face now, and for a moment I'm rather proud of myself. Still, standing here under his scrutinous gaze has me terrified, and I've offended him somehow. Oh, my bad. That I've offended him somehow. I hold my ground, though, not breaking eye contact for a second. Slowly, he smiles.
Well, Fräulein. Seems like you have some spirit after all.
I don't know what Fräulein means.
Say I do help you. Do you even know what it is you're looking for? Where you might go?
No.
How you would navigate this place without attracting unnecessary attention? Or unfriendly attention, for that matter?
Nope. Well,
You mean to say that your precious Michael sent you down here with nothing but a couple of pictured scrolls and my name?
Yeah.
I doubt he even told you what it is that's really going on here.
He in fact did not really. Now I'm really mad at this guy. Michael would never send me somewhere I couldn't handle. But what do I tell Keldrin? Bro, he got like hella points though. I have faith in Michael. He gonna laugh at me if I say that. I'm not afraid. Bro, should we challenge him? Would I choose any of these options? No. But I have faith in Michael is gonna come back with. Oh, he's gonna laugh in my face. I'm not afraid is low-key a lie. So I just kind of want to see what happens with if I mean, is he gonna kill me? That would be so funny. Let's challenge him. And of course, you know everything, do you? What can you know that heaven doesn't? Damn, he laughed at me anyway. This time, his laugh bellows throughout the room, startling me. I don't know what's so funny. Oh, sweet little angel, the things I know would make your pretty wings shrivel. These so-called wishes represent some of humankind's most irreverent desires. You mean those are sinful? Well, certainly in the eyes of heaven and his holiness in Italy. To certain groups, they are all part of being human, though they do pose a certain threat. I watch as he pulls out a folder tied with a golden ribbon. A message from heaven? My contacts at the Vatican and I have been following the situation rather intimately.
These are not simply bad wishes, Fräulein, but rather physical manifestations of humanity's darkest desires. Lust, greed, envy. The way he enunciates each word sends a cold shiver down my spine. For the first time, his expression grows serious. Whoever is creating these little bugs seems to be amassing the wishes here, in this town. And given the nature of their origin, I have a strong suspicion that they're meant to give power and shape to something very, very dangerous. Tell me, what do you know about the Fallen? The Fallen. Angels who went against the will of the throne, and as such were cast out of heaven. See, the only reason why I'm not lost about a lot of the languages they're using, despite them all, explaining them, is because I watched a video explaining the Fallen and the Nephilim. So I just know these things, and you know what? It's actually really interesting. If I remember, I will link it in the description of this video, and if I don't remember, remind me if you're interested, and I will link it after being reminded. Every angel born since knows that story. Just thinking about it makes me a little bit sad. The ones who defied the will of God and were cast out, of course. Why? Well, I believe this has something to do with them. Or rather, their leader. Their leader? Wait. No! You mean Lucifer? But that's impossible! He was vanquished. Banished. Keldrin laughs mirthlessly, shaking his head. Oh, you sweet naive thing. Not everything needs to have a physical form to be dangerous. After all, perhaps the most treacherous weapon in the universe is our own thoughts, our desires, our private musings. Lucifer knew this well, which is why I think he's using that power to create a new gateway to hell itself. Obviously, that would be very bad news for you, indeed. That's the understatement of the millennia. Whatever confidence I had before completely leaves me now. If this is truly the work of Lucifer, then what chance do I have? Seeming to notice my distress, Keldrin smirks. Are you going to fly back to heaven, Fräulein? What am I going to do? I have nothing. No leads. No resources. Definitely can't go back. That would just be hella embarrassing. But heaven is counting on me. Michael is counting on me. And no matter what, I'm certainly not going to let this smug lord bully me out of my mission. Can we, I think there was something about being able to romance some characters. Is he one of them? No, I'm not. I'm going to do what I can to put a stop to all this. And I'm going to help. Oh no, and you're going to help me. For the second time, Keldrin looks genuinely surprised. Oh, I am? Well then, it was a very good thing indeed that I decided to help you long before you entered my halls, little angel. What? Then why did you... Are you kidding me? Why didn't you just say so? Because I do so like seeing you angels squirm a little, especially when asking for my help. This guy. You're a Nephilim. That means you're half angel. Aren't you on our side? Oh ho, did your precious Michael tell you that as well? Did he tell you which angel had the distinct pleasure of being my parent? Of course not. Not that it matters in this instance. Since I've so graciously decided to help you, we need to get to work on helping you blend in. I can blend in just fine, right? Not in those clothes, Fräulein, although the shade of blue rather suits you. He snaps his fingers and a group of servants seem to appear from nowhere. Pointing to one, he orders them in an almost bored manner. You, get her some suitable clothes and accessories. Spare no expense, but nothing too ostentatious. I rather like the demure look on her. Hold on! He points to another.
You there. Arrange some papers and documents to be made for her. Try and get her to smile. Wait a minute, this is too much. We'd be lying to the law. Girl, why do you care about the law? Would you rather tell police or any other authorities that you're an angel from heaven sent to investigate butterflies that only you can see? I'm sure you'll accomplish so much from inside a nice padded room. I just don't like it. You don't have to. You just have to go along with it, Fräulein. There's a word humans use to describe a guy like this. Asshole. But I don't dare call him that to his face. He points at one person. I feel uncomfortable with the way none of them look Keldrin in the eye. Now, this is the most important task. This little angel needs a nest to fly home to. Wait, you mean my own place? Of course. Under more pleasant circumstances, I'd be blessed to have you stay here. But it would be highly suspect if a beautiful young thing was coming in and out of my home on the daily. Some people might get ideas. Ideas? Like what? I can't imagine how many takes these little laughs took to get like the perfect ones. He merely smirks, taking out another cigar. He merely smirks, taking out another cigar and lighting it. I look around in confusion and notice a servant's signs of exasperation. Oh! I beg your pardon? Relax. I was clearly talking about demons. Unfortunately, my name and status are rather well known in certain parties in hell. Now, how about a place near the town center? It's only on the other side of the park here. Plus, there are plenty of places for you to explore. Investigate. Would that be agreeable? My own place. All this feels like a lot, but maybe it might be fun. And Keldrin is right. At least that way I can work without too many distractions. It sounds lovely, actually. Thank you, Keldrin. I appreciate this. Of course you do. After all, when I promise to help someone, I make sure nothing is withheld. Until they are absolutely satisfied. Really?
Indeed.
Really. After all, no good deed goes unpunished. Fräulein. Now run along and get your measurements. You have a lot of work ahead of you. Oh, I almost forgot. We need to figure out a new name for you. What's wrong with my name? Nothing at all, however, it would be prudent to choose a new alias for yourself. After all, I promised dear Michael that I would keep you safe. How about... Oh, I get to pick my name? Wait, I'm not ready. I wasn't ready for this. Okay, wait, we're gonna capitalize it. I love this name. It's also, of course, really close to my name. It's not a girl's name, but it's fine. Caspian has a nice ring to it, don't you think? It's different. Oh, whoops. Whoops. Dang, I will look at that later. It's different. But if you think it's a good idea... I know it is. Besides, it's a lovely name. Caspian. I will go to my grave denying that I blushed at that. Now, off you go. Taylor's waiting. I frown, but not anyway, and nervously follow the servant holding a measuring tape. Suddenly, I feel a hand gently grab mine, and I turn around in shock. The one holding my hand is Keldrin, but there's a purpose behind it that pins me in place.
Little angel.
Damn! Damn! Good luck, little angel. He lifts my hand as if to kiss it, and I almost combust, my face flushing a deep pink. Oh my gosh, he's such a tease! He's such a tease. Instead, he lets go and walks away, laughing at my expression. I'm beginning to see why Michael called him difficult. But he's also charismatic. He strikes me as someone who always has a secondary agenda in regards to everything he does. It makes me both cautious and intrigued. Sighing, I resign to my fate of being measured. Just what have I gotten myself into? Cool. Okay, we're gonna stop here. I'm assuming this is safe. We're gonna stop here because this is already... Oh, well, this is already chapter 2. Cool. This video is already... How do I go home? What is this? Oh! These are the choices I made. Cool, okay. That's the history. I don't know what that is. But should I just click on it? What is this? Oh, okay. These are my saves. Okay, we're gonna go... Well, we're gonna just sit here for a little bit. Yeah, okay, so this seems like an interesting story. I'm really interested in it. And, you know what, we can just go home. Yeah. So... This is the other dude, huh? Wait, does that mean Keldrin isn't like a romance romance target? Who is this guy? He dresses so weird, and obviously this is Michael right here. Anyway, that's what I'm assuming. It's probably like, these are the two options. Anyway, actually I think I saw something where you can't romance Keldrin unless you, like, buy the DLC to romance him, which maybe if I finish this game, and I don't like the ending, or maybe, I don't know, I might look into that later. Anyway, yes, thank you for watching all of this jazz, and, this is the story we're gonna go on for a while. This is what I'm gonna be uploading. If there are any other visual novels you want me to take a look into, let me know. Comment them, of course. If there are any games that you're interested in seeing me play, let me know. Go ahead and comment those too. This channel is at the very beginnings. It's in its start because I just restarted it, I suppose. But if you're willing to stick around, I see that some of you came over from CL. Hey. Cielica's witnesses. Hey. But yeah, if you're interested, stick around. If you're interested in helping me out, go ahead and comment some suggestions. Is this armor? This is armor, or is this his skin? I'm assuming this is armor. Anyway, yeah, this video is already kind of long, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut out here. Okay, bye.